Don't trip. I'm talking. Who gives a fuck? You don't have to worry about it. It's me talking. Right? So, in page 1 of a Bible, in page 1 of any script, of any religious, Ros Legion religious script, any one of them, right? Page 1 says God spoke into existence and he made 2 light sources, the sun and the moon, but we won't get to that. First, he spoke into existence, right? He was in the waters of the deep. We're in water, we're in the deep of the water, existing as like a thought or like a frequency of mind, right? Because you know that's how this world works. Our minds are frequencies, everything's a frequency. My voice is a frequency. That wall is a frequency. It just has its own frequency vibration to make it what it is. See what I'm saying? So God spoke into existence, and we were on the face of the deep. Face means flat. There's no sphere, by the way. When you have a face, it's a flat. If you look up face in the dictionary, it's flat. Okay? Stick with me. Are you with me?
I can't. You said the fence had a frequency. I can't stick with you.
Next.
It's rebar. It's spit.
Rebar has a frequency, wine has a frequency, your name has a frequency, these letters have a frequency. Semantics, remember the sand on the table I told you to talk about? Remember when your music makes you feel good? Those are all frequencies. It's all frequency. Everything in life is a frequency. If you could see Wi-Fi, you could see it like it's moving like water around you. Do you understand that shit? Frequencies. There's different ways of interpreting what a frequency is, and there's frequencies beyond your perspective, beyond what the human can hear and what the human can see. Okay? Frequencies. So God spoke that frequency, whatever you want God to be, which means if God spoke a frequency, it could be a thought, it could be a man speaking, it could be some sort of electrical, energetic, scientific way. It doesn't matter how you want to look at it. God spoke into existence, so something spoke into existence. Fuck a Big Bang Theory, they're using that to brainwash you, because we were in the waters of the deep, and he took the waters below and separated them from the waters above. Page 1 of the Bible. Separated the waters below from the waters above. Look, like that, like a book. Here's the cover, and here's the cover, like a book. Who knows if that's infinite in all directions too? Just fucking separate the waters above from below. Maybe a dome, maybe a bubble, separate. Maybe like a tint, like pitch to tint, right? You get what I'm saying? Are you still with me? So if he separated the waters above from the waters below, and then God said, let there be light. And then God said, let there be light. Are you with me? That means the sun wasn't created first. That means you're not spinning around the sun in space. That means there was earth created first. And it was underwater. We're in water. Separated those waters from these waters. So we're in a less dense water now, what we now call oxygen, if you want to believe in science. But we are not breathing gas. We are breathing fluid. So if you know all this shit, which logically you know that, what the fuck does it mean to you when you separate the waters above from the waters below? We are not in space, besides the fact that you can consider space just this space. I'm in the space of this chair. This is space. So when they make a space force, a policing space force, that means they have control over your thoughts and your breath and where you stand, where you sit.
Whether or not I can smoke marijuana.
Exactly. So think about how this shit all connects. Page 1 of the Bible is literally stating that they separated the waters above from the waters below. Straight up. We're still on page 1.
I don't feel like you're talking to me anymore.
We're still on page 1. We're on fucking page 1 of your Bible. Which...
By?
Yeah, that's what they create law by. That's what... When you say, oh, it's against the law. Well, there's laws against that, Kirby. Where does that derive from? Your fucking Bible. So don't talk to me like that, because you don't really interpret what you're saying. Because think about it. Everything that you're talking about comes from the Bible. They interpret their laws by the Bible. They interpret their language by the Bible. Yeah. You know how you have to swear on the Bible when you go into court? Go and commit a crime and tell me that you know about the Bible. Because you don't. Because if you knew God's law, then you understand true duality. Because you do anything the fuck you want. You're a free entity in Satanic's realm. You can kill and rape and murder and suck all the titties you want. But there are repercussions for people who are aware of a real God. And that's why shit is illegal, because churches used to teach sovereignty. It's called sovereignty. Now they don't teach that. Now they manipulate you out of your rights to maintain control. Churches make billions of dollars tax-free every year. Billions. Trillions even. Like, that doesn't make sense. If you were a church and you wanted to help society, then you would teach people of geocentric earth, that there's a God, that something's spoken to creation, that everything's connected through frequencies and thoughts, and that soul energy that I told you 5 minutes ago, that I wouldn't even fucking be sitting right here. I got a business to run, I got kids to raise, I got courts to deal with, but I am so passionate about a real God and raising my awareness to truth that I believe, which I say believe because it's be of all lies. I don't truly know, but I get the most out of life by going with the flow of this energy that me and you are talking about right now. Otherwise, I'm confined. I'm confined to a certain way of thinking. I mean, dude, come on. I got to get up at a certain time to go to work. You got to ask your boss if you can go to the bathroom. You're stuck on a time scale. You know what I mean? Time, there's never enough of it. It always ends.
Starting driving was so traumatic for me because I didn't have a bathroom available.
You with me on all this shit I'm saying to you?
Yes.
Yeah.
I was.
Down to life and shit. This shit's real shit. This is page 1.
And you're only 31.
And I'm only 31. Age doesn't justify the means when it comes to this shit. You could teach this to a child. Child means to render your chi energy. Let's say son and daughter. Children. Children. So I need to. You need to stop smoking. There's only 2 people in here listening. Who gives a fuck? Listen. Children in court means to render you of your chi energy. Children means to render you of your chi energy. Are you hearing me? I'm gonna keep repeating myself till you hear me. You know what kids means? Kids means baby goats.
I'm sorry, baby what?
Baby goats.
Goats.
Right.
G-O-A-T-S.
So when I tell you about 300,000 kids missing every year, and satanic movements like the Queen mass slaughtering kids, baby goats, kids. You don't call them kids and children, you call them sons and daughters. You feel me? This is all in the Bible too, but it's coded. You know, people are taking page 1 of the Bible and calling it a big bang. No. See what I'm saying?
No,
can
I thought
you
it was called
connect
Genesis.
to that? Genesis is the truth. Exodus is to leave the Babylon. To exit out. Exodus is going to teach you how to remove yourself from all this lies. Genesis is the creation, is the understanding and understanding and overstanding of who, what, where we are. Who the fuck are you and where the fuck do you stand? You don't even know who you are or where you stand. If you think you're a monkey, you fuck don't know who you are. If you think that you are on a spinning ball of water, spinning 1,666 miles an hour, if you think that you're on a ball that's tilted 66.6 degrees, if you think that you're spinning around the sun at 66,666 miles an hour, if you believe the math curvature of the earth is 0.666 feet every square mile, that means every square mile there's 8 inches of curvature, you have been fooled. You're experiencing cognitive dissonance and you have been brainwashed. Did you hear all those 6s?
Did.
Okay. Well, that's a Masonic mathematical equation to hypnotize your ass. Easily understood. Now understand that, apply it, now overstand it, and understand that geocentric Earth is truth. It can't be denied. You can go out and see the horizon. You can see the sun and the moon float above you. Have you ever been in an earthquake? When the fucking Earth is moving, you feel that shit. We are not spinning. Cool? Alright, good. Because this one truth connects everything. This flat earth bullshit connects fucking everything. It connects language semantics, sound semantics, frequency semantics. People are so stupid. Everybody.
Flat earth or pro oblong?
Flat earth is only a step of understanding to get you away from the indoctrination that you've been experiencing your entire life through government curriculum. I don't do drugs, I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do anything. I'm not driving anywhere. We ain't taking that truck out.
Why would we take a truck?
I'm not driving nowhere. You trying to show me the skirts of Las Vegas to show me we're on a volcano?
No. I just wanted you to go buy a pack of cigarettes, man.
No, I don't smoke cigarettes. I'm not going to condone that. You're so funny. Cigarettes are not as intriguing as this knowledge that I'm interpreting to you right now. You know? This knowledge is sacred. Here's the thing. Anybody who can hear me or is meant to hear me will hear me. So yeah, these 3 motherfuckers in my little live chat were meant to be here with us. You missed me 5 minutes ago when I already explained that to you, though. You see what I'm saying? I really do move by this energy. I move by this energy. No one, this is my voice, not yours. This is my account, not yours. I'm going to tell this shit to the whole world. You want to know what world means? Whirly, spinning. They're spinning your head. We don't live in a whirly. We don't live in a whirl. You're being spun out of your mind. Your language is inside out, backwards, and upside down. Remember the format that I kept trying to get out of Black Law Dictionary and understand and understand and overstand that every single word in the court of law has 9 different meanings. That's ambiguous. That's not proper law. You can make anything what you want it to mean if that's what it means. Okay? And they're protecting people. They're protecting people.
Who is
underage child sex? That's rape. What are you talking about? Why are they making it a nice name? Do you understand what I'm trying to say? They, politicians, billionaires, worshippers of dark arts, black magic. You know, I was talking to the senator's daughter. This is where you shouldn't fucking...
Did you say worshippers of black magic?
Yeah, your language is black magic.
Mine is?
Yeah, language has been set for 2,000 years. Thousands of years. Language has been set for thousands of years, and it interprets the way you think, the way you comprehend things, the way that you know, it forms your ideas. That's why religion is so powerful, because they're using words and sequences to make you have certain belief structures. You know what I mean?
Unfortunately, I do.
So keep it going. Give me something fresh. Give me something fresh I can bounce
I ran
off
out of
of you.
cigarettes.
Fuck your cigarettes.
Oh.
Give me something fresh when it comes to enlightenment and awareness and truth.
Cigarettes.
Alright. I'll teach these people then. Because we live in a silicon-based environment. We lived in a silicon-based environment, and that's where we had trees that were 10 miles long, 60 miles high. You know what I mean? You would notice that we're not on a ball, that we're on a flat plane. You know what I mean? Really easily understood. Like, really easily understood. You guys have to raise your awareness to truth. You know what I mean? Because when you go into a court, you're labeled as a state-owned vessel under the Department of Transportation. A dead lost vessel at sea. It's called maritime law. And if you go into a court and you go and look, you literally go and look at the flag in the background, you can see that the flag has gold trim around it. And the reason why there's gold trim around it is because you are the treasure. You are the captured and enslaved treasure. So when you go to those courts and you're realizing that the judge is wearing all black because only God can judge, but you're giving them the incompetence to present you, you're being presented. That's why lawyer means liar of the law. Lawyer, liar of the law. Attorney, I turn you over. I turn you over. Do you get what I'm saying? So if you go into court and you're presenting something that has to do beyond God's law, which is freedom and sovereignty and having the power to do as you wish in any way you wish, whether good or bad, unfortunately. That's why people get away with bad things. You have to understand everything is based off of a debt system. So you are the beneficiary of the estate being administered in any case, and you can order the court to discharge the matter based off of the want of prosecution, because you are not the all caps fictitious entity that they're operating on. That's why if you look at your phone bill, if you look at your credit bill, if you look at your mortgage bill, your banking account bills, your loans, everything's in all capitalized letters, because you are a debt. You are owned. You are a state-owned entity. You're owned by the state and labeled it under the Department of Transportation. You have an identity, right? Your identity is your blood, your skin, your face. It's not an identification when it comes to an ID. A license is a lie of your senses. It's super simple to understand this if you just opened your mind up for just a moment to try to connect to the things that are being said here. And it runs deep. Sovereignty runs deep. You can look up the Living Man in the Flesh on Facebook and see what I'm talking about. And it's very real. It's not about a belief structure or whether or not people want to understand it. It's what these are the cards that have been dealt. Unfortunately or unfortunately or fortunately, for some people this is a very fortunate thing, for others it's very unfortunate, non-fortunate. It depends on where you put yourself on the ladder or on the pyramid, whatever you would want to call it. So when you talk about frequency weaponry and ground wave emergency network towers, the 5G network, this stuff is literally cooking. You're literally being cooked alive. You're being slow killed. This is called silent weapons for war. Silent weapons for war. And this is the new age. This is how they're fighting you. They're fighting you on a microscopic scale. They're fighting you by making you not live longer and making you think that you are living longer. They're saying, oh, we're living longer than we ever lived. You used to be only 50 and now we live to be 100. No, we used to live to be 2,000 years old, and that's also a script as well. The Vatican owns and hides over 6 acres of hidden knowledge and libraries underneath their church. You know, I'm not sure if any of you guys are in here with this chat with me, but 5 minutes ago they were like, are you sober to drive? Are you fucking kidding me? Are you not dumbed down to hold a fucking conversation for 5 minutes? It's been 5 minutes. I've already lost 99% of you. And that's why the world is ran by 1% of the 1%. Because people choose to be slaves. People choose to be enslaved. People choose to not know the truth when it comes to where they are, who they are, and what life's about.